Hey folks, and welcome. How's it going? Good to have you here on yet another live stream. And this is a very special one for me. I think it's way overdue, and it is really time for me to build this kit. I've gotten this kit a couple of months ago already, and it's quite a shame I haven't gotten around to building it yet. This is the first TX kit that I have been building in quite a while now, and it's actually one of my most anticipated ones. You might be able to tell it by the PCB already, but for those who can't, this is really a classic for me. Those who know me a little bit better definitely know that this is the classic color choice for me. And that is really one beautiful kit. This is the TX Keyboards TX1800 version 2. I do have a version 1 TX1800. It was a great favor of my friend Kin25 from Korea to send me one from the leftovers he had, because I missed the original group buy, and he finally got around to make around 2 of these keyboards, and he sent me one of these very, very beautiful black brass versions. They come in the TX keyboard bag, which is just ridiculously good. It's pretty much a bag with some nice hard foam cutouts that perfectly fit your keyboard and stuff. You've got a nice little piece of cloth in here, like to cover your keyboard. It's so lovely. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a lazy build. I'm not in the mood to do something flashy and really entertaining, so you're probably just gonna spend most of your time either zapping away from this build stream or watching me build this keyboard in a very relaxed and not too entertaining manner. This desk mat is grounded, so I'm grounding myself now and touching this beauty of a PCB. I'm a sucker for dark silk screens. Really nice. And I really love the way Liku marks all the switches. Such a nice job. I love the placement, the new RGB LED placement. Really cute. And what I really, really appreciate about the Liku PCB is he actually goes through the trouble of putting the USB connector on top of the PCB, which means they have to be hand soldered and stuff, and it's an additional work. I think these are even hand soldered, but this means that you can plug in the USB plug the right way, like, and it's not on the bottom on the underside where you have to plug it in the wrong way around. Such a nice PCB. Okay. It's so heavy. I love it. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Let me snap on some gloves. I know it's already in the title, but you probably guessed it. This kid is going to get some Nixies for sure. If there's one kid in this world that's going to get some Nixies, it is this kid. checking the live chat now because I realized that there's an insane amount of people who zap into my streams. It's so amazing. Oh my god. Sorry, I just realized that this is actually the special ISO plate that Kin made for this TX1800. Oh my god, it is so nice. You know, like one of the worst things about these universal plates is this part of the plate, where you have this huge cutout here for the ANSI and ISO option that you potentially have in this area, and Kin actually made one just for ISO. I know like the majority of people is going for ANSI, so usually I'm just ruining this part of the plate by lobbying for ISO support. I'm really sorry for this, but I think the best way is to go to have like an ISO version of this part of the plate and an ANSI version. So beautiful. Give me a second. I'm not even going to try and rush this because it's like more than 100 switches that I'm going to be soldering later on, and it's just going to take forever. So I don't even want to get into the position where I'm trying to be fast on this. I will just enjoy this build, every step of it. Nope, nothing scratched. Oh yeah, I should have gotten a shave right today. Damn it. The new camera placement is really it's really exposing really exposing me a lot more than I'm comfortable with. You know what the best part is about this kit? I have another version of this kit, the blue version, the blue TX1800v2, and stay tuned for the original Ski Data build. I'm going to make this a Ski Data homage. Okay. Let's flip this. Okay. Here's a diffuser. You can tell like there's a weak spot in the diffuser up here, where the USB connector is. Shit, nice design. Okay, here we go. Go. Yeah. These should be the small parts included in this build. RGB LEDs. I think Kin was a little worried about some cutouts in the bottom side of this kit. But I'm not quite as obsessed with details as he is. So I guess I'm gonna be okay, but I'm gonna need a couple of extra screws here. This is really such a cute attention to detail. It's a little diffuser for the new status lights here that have letter shaped cutouts, and the diffusers will make them shine nice and evenly. Okay. Brass plates, they catch me every time. They are so beautiful. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Such a nice job down here. No, this looks like the right position. I'm going to be doing my favorite bottom row, which is going to be 1.25, 1.25, 1.25, 6.25, and then a nice little 1.5, 1.5. I think that's possible with this layout. It's pretty much the same layout that we have in this bottom row here. It's very useful for my preference, for my purpose. Going to be watching out for screw-in stabilizer shorts once again. I've had my my wake-up call with the Yoda toolkit. Don't remind me of that build. Nice. Okay. The obligatory backspace stabilizer. The numpad 0, and the ISO enter. Sorry, it's just checking my screen. Somehow, like I keep accidentally triggering the recording function of my streaming software. I'm using this OBS software, Open Broadcast something software, and I don't know. Every time I touch this keyboard up there, I seem to be triggering the record function, which is just putting more pressure on the system, like more load on the system than necessary. So I kind of don't want this to happen. I feel like I'm already getting issues with the load on the system. Yeah, these gloves aren't well broken in yet. Like I have to wear them a little more for the fingertips to get a little softer. So excuse me if I look a bit handicapped here working with these gloves, but at some point I have to just break them in. And like fiddling with these screws is really the most like these are going to be the finest part that I'll be working with today, hopefully. I don't know what lies ahead. Let's see what happens next. Okay, nice and heavy plate. Let's put this on there. Perfect fit. What a nice evening. Oh, thank God. Yep, I want a nice white Nixie down there. And like, I'm not gonna waste white Nixies on 60% and stuff, but this keyboard really deserves one. Really running low. One thing you shouldn't worry about is my supply of Nixies. Oh, that's not right. Oops. And this one's got a misplaced. Got a little bag somewhere here where I put all the unhappy Nixies. They have to go through a little bit of refurb there. Okay, stepped, non-stepped. I think I made a decision there a while back, and I'm gonna go stepped. Whoops. Like, my plate so far has a great fit. I'm really happy with that. I feel like some of these switches I might have to replace because they are really broken into a point where they are broken. Yeah. No, these were really well used Nixies, and I already bought. I'm stockpiling tons of Cherry MX switch bottoms to switch in here, in case one of these switches start chattering. It's always something you have to be ready for when you are working with vintage switches, of course. They just might be used. I think this is going to be my largest build yet. My second largest build is probably going to be one of my of the 96% boards that I've been doing, or the CP boards probably. Not sure, probably depending on what layout I pick. But this is the first full size I'm doing. The 1800 layout is actually pretty much a full size. Just like in a bit more compact format, but it's got all the switches of a full size. So this is going to take roughly yeah, quite a bit longer than most of the other builds I've been doing so far. I can't wait to type on this one. I'm really excited for this one. I don't know how I managed to not build this for so long. I don't know. I'm always trying to make these streams a show, so I'm trying to find like a day where I'm in a good mood and say, oh wow, I want to do a great and funny build video tonight, and it's gonna be super awesome and lit. So yeah, they kind of like some nights I feel like nah, not in the mood for that. So I just don't do builds at all, because I mean, if I can stream these, it's always a lot more. I get a lot more out of this than just building these alone in my basement. So I end up not building them at all, and yeah, that shouldn't be the case. Like I'm doing lazy builds now. If you don't like the lazy builds, I'm going to give you a warning at the beginning of the video. This is going to be a lazy build. Don't expect to be entertained very well. You're just gonna watch me build a keyboard. Oh, I haven't tested the PCB before assembly. Like, yeah. If you do this at home, kids, test your PCB before you start the assembly. It's always a good idea. let me have a look at the chat. That's amazing. There's 15 people watching, and I didn't even announce this. That's really amazing. I love you guys. Like, you really make this so much more fun. I hope you're all having a great day or evening or whatever. Like, you're gonna be spread all over the world. For me, it's evening time. This is a classic after work pastime for me. Okay, 2 more of those. You can probably already feel this is going to be great. Okay, let's flip her over and gonna do some pushing first. You should absolutely be wearing gloves for this. Like, if you push hard on these switches, you're going to be pushing these pins into your hand, and this is going to give you a bad time. Okay. Now, having learned my lessons, I will be checking all the pins before soldering. Can't believe it. The first one's already a dud. Damn you, little sneaky, meanie thing. Wow. I really bent this one. Okay. Doop, doop, doop. The keypad enter. So giving me bad vibes. Yep. That's a tricky one. Look at this. The pin is somehow curled up. Here we go. It's me. Oh, there's another one. Yep. Go. Come on up, little fella. Aw, I bent it again. This time the other direction. I shouldn't be having beers before doing this. Okay, let's try it. Muchos better. Yep. Okay. I brought my fancy soldering iron bag. It's just so fancy, I love it. So we're going to see some fancy soldering now. And hopefully not too much hair and nose. I shouldn't forget about the LEDs. Someone remind me when I forget it. Oh. You wouldn't believe it, but this vent thing with the with a filter in there, it really helps reduce these nasty soldering fumes. I never thought it would really do it would do something, but it does. I wish it had two settings, like 3 settings. On, not so on, like medium on, and off, because it's pretty loud. I'm gonna try something. Let's. Oh. How do we want to start soldering? Like this. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Let's check this. Okay. This soldering iron really is a miracle. Like it's got the sizable pen, but it is transferring so much heat. It's unbelievable. I love this thing. Okay. This soldering is going to take very long compared to my other streams. There are a lot of switches to solder. Maybe I should get in touch with Vela and explain to them that I make people look at their soldering irons for endless hours on my YouTube channel. I would really go. I'd love to get like sponsorship by Vela and get like new tips for this one. Even though I'm not sure that there's a better tip for this one, but free stuff. I'd love to get some tools sponsored, but not keyboards. No keyboards, please. I'd hate to get too biased there. But I'd love to sell you guys some tools. Get some Vera screwdrivers and get some Vela soldering equipment. That's both things that you are not going to regret spending huge amounts of money on, trust me. Like, that's a good soldering iron and a good screwdriver are life-changing. Are there other good screwdrivers out there and other good soldering equipment brands? Hell yeah. But I'm a little one-trick pony and I'm going to be rocking the Made in Germany stuff all the time, so Vela and Vera stuff is unfortunately the only things I can get excited for. I should really improve my whoring out skills a little bit. But unfortunately, that's how it is. Pretty cute. Okay. We're getting audio, are we? Yeah. Okay, next step is going to be reaffirming that the switches have a perfect alignment with the PCB. Melting, pushing, releasing. Okay, we've done this row. Yeah, let's do the numpad first. I always feel like the numpad is a nice little block that you can do on its own. Sorry, I keep swinging the PCB around like there's no tomorrow, but I think it's best to adjust your grip so you can always get a good angle at the switches and apply pressure nice and strong, focused. Okay, here comes the most difficult part. These center switches are very difficult to get a good grip on. We'll find a way. So much flux left. So I have to keep blowing at the solder joints all the time, so that I don't inhale too much of that stupid fumes. I don't want to be running the vent all the time because I'm not near the vent anyway, so it would just be making a lot of noise. Okay, we're done. We're just going to do the thin legs now. Sorry, I gotta hydrate. Oh yeah, and if you're still listening now, if you're like really listening to what I'm saying, you're probably quite a keyboard nerd, and you might be interested in this. I'm running this little thing on Desk Authority called the Rabbit Hole Kit, where I take a couple of keyboards that I find at the recycler and put them together in a little box and ship them out to people who are new to the hobby or new to vintage keyboards, so that they can get like a nice little look at the most common types of vintage keyboard switches. So the idea is this so-called rabbit hole kit is going to be including an Alps keyboard with some kind of half decent Alps. It's usually a black Alps Dell keyboard. It's going to be including a Model M keyboard, a buckling spring, and it's going to be including a cherry keyboard, obviously, of some kind, a G80 namely, like I usually say. It's going to be a G80, so it's PCB mount, MX Blacks, G80, like some nice stabs in there, some nice MX Blacks. Nothing fancy, nothing vintage, nothing double shot or anything, just buckling springs, Alps, and cherry MX, all in one box, for a nice little price. The biggest problem is shipping is always quite nasty, because these Model M keyboards are pretty heavy, so I can't get all three of them in one package for under 5 kilos, so the shipping is always going to be 10 kilos. Yeah, and the requirement is pretty much that you're interested in this stuff and that you appreciate it. That's probably the most important part for me, that you don't just get the stuff to resell it at a profit, which you probably could if the market prices haven't changed dramatically in the past couple of months. So all I'm asking in return is for you to spend some time with the keyboards, clean them. They're going to be they're going to be dirty and stuff, like they're going to be straight from the recycler, so clean them, give them a nice little refurb, maybe convert them to USB, make them look nice, and maybe make a little post on Desk Authority and talk about your experience with this keyboard. Yeah, and after that you're free to do what you want with them. Like you can just you can refurb them, you can convert them to USB and then put them on eBay. I don't care, as long as you like gave them a nice little test ride and spent some time with them. That's the idea behind it. Getting people to try out the different kinds of keyboard switches and vintage keyboards that are out there. yeah, maybe you'll find something that you're interested in. Like maybe you're going to be slipping deeper into the buckling spring territory. If I had the recycler fines to make it possible, my biggest dream would be including a toper, like an early 2000s vintage toper board in there, but that's absolutely impossible to do in Germany, as I've literally found 0 toper boards at the recycler. There's absolutely no native toper going on down here. Let's see. Oh yeah, lids. Don't forget the lids. Okay. Now, I'm just praying that Kin did a good quality check on this keyboard, and I haven't just built a dud. Oh, that looks amazing. Little cutie. Okay. Oop. Okay, just tried running jig on. Okay, let's try something else. Okay, this one works. Sometimes it's got to do with the hub. Ah, okay, yeah. I don't know, I should get a better hub. Okay, L3 is currently being set up. Sounds much better. Okay, let's try something. Oh yeah. Looks great. Good. Good. Hmm. 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 This is numpad. Weird. Okay, all the keys. Do something. Yep. They all work fine. That sounds great. Okay. Oh wow. The stream has just been 1 hour. But I think it's quite okay. I was expecting to spend more time on this. I'm so sorry. These switches are just from another world. Scroll lock, caps lock, num lock. Okay. Caps lock. Where's my little cheat sheet? Okay, the long leg is plus. I'm such a noob. Okay. I want everything to be red when caps lock is on, because caps lock is bad. Okay, let me check something. Okay, so this is going to be sitting oh yeah, like these LEDs really have to be down in there. It's not like on some other keyboards where they can stand out a couple of millimeters. They really have to be down there because of the diffuser, of course. Otherwise, without the diffuser, they could be poking up a little bit further. But this is much easier for me to handle, I think. Dip, dip, dip. You know what happens when I do something, like when I do handiwork without my stupid gloves? This kind of stuff happens. Like I fucking smash my thumb with a hammer. The one time I'm not wearing my gloves. Okay, how about scroll lock and num lock? I kind of want num lock to be green. Green, okay, I'm gonna be checking the live chat after I've soldered this LED here. And I want to hear your opinions on the numlock LED. Let's make this interactive. Okay, just trying if this works fine. Rink, 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 rinky dink. Rink, rink, rink. Red alert. Okay. Let's see if this works. Green. Green. Yeah. People seem to dig green. What did I say? A numlock, right? Check it out. Yep, looks good. And the blue one for scroll lock. I never realized scroll lock actually still is a thing today until I had it enabled and tried to do something in Excel, in Microsoft Excel. If you have scroll lock enabled and you want to use the arrow keys in Microsoft Excel to navigate through the cells, it is going to shift the viewport instead. that is really disturbing. Like, and you don't know what's going on. Like, I never made that connection until I Googled it, and people Google was like, yeah, that's what happens when you got scroll lock turned on. So that is the one real purpose of scroll lock today that I know of. That was pretty funny. Oh yeah, while we're whoring out, this is the only brand for thongs and clippers that you should consider. They're awesome. Okay, let's give it another shot. See if all this works. Okay. Here's the green numlock. Somewhere up here must be the blue scroll lock. Nope, it's not here. Really cute. Thanks very much for helping me pick these colors. Good. So, here it is. Next step will be putting the plate back into the top case. Okay. Trying to get it into a centered position here. And then pulling all these screws nice and tight. That's a USB port. Damn! Good. Okay. Whoops, forgot one here, and totally forgot a screw here, and forgot to tighten it here. Okay, that's a very tight fit we have here. I don't think there's much reason to wiggle this one around. Okay, I'm gonna check the live chat again. This is always a crucial moment because people might be yelling at me that I did something wrong. No, it looks okay. Thanks, folks, for all the kind words. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yep. It's really that hot. I told you I'm going to take my time today. Pretty nice. So, what next? Oh man, good old Matteo. Well, you gotta leave it. You gotta leave one thing to Matteo. He is like this profile, the MT3 profile, has really been developed as a community project. Like I remember all the discussion about whether the spacebar should be angled or symmetrical, and we just the community just couldn't agree on anything, so he decided to include both the angle and the symmetrical spacebar. I can't remember what I cited for, but I kind of want to do the symmetrical now. Holy moly, this is a heavy spacebar. These caps have some heft. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping the gloves here. I gotta say the caps already feel pretty neat. Ooh. Presentation is pretty cute. And unlike SA Profile, if you remember correctly, SA Profile from Signature Plastics, the second row, the row 2 profile from this row, and the row 4 profile from this row is pretty much just a 180 degrees rotation. So if you have symmetrical legends and centered legends, you could just take the Z key from down here and move it up here. But this is no longer the case, or this is not the case intentionally with Matteo's MT3 profile. This profile actually has a distinctive shape for each row. There is no attention paid to this kind of stuff. I think that's it. That's really cute. That's actually row 0, row 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that's another row 4 here. But there's a difference between this escape key and this escape key. Love the attention to detail. What else do we have? Oh! Yeah, I'm going to be using these. They look nice on a segmented F row like we have here, so I'm just gonna go with these. And I'm so thankful, I have to personally say it, thank you very much Matteo for making an ISO enter. I know this wasn't obvious, like it wasn't that wasn't a no-brainer. Oh man, let me fit this first. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try something else first. Let's try some other stabilized keys first and see if I might be a bit weird. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's in. Okay, I might actually have to put a stronger spring into the spacebar, which is something I usually don't do, but holy moly, this spacebar is heavy. Okay, what are we going to do for the bottom row? I was going to go, yeah, I mean, the same thing again. We have two different options for the bottom row. We've got the symmetrical one, and we've got the shaped one. I'm going to go with the shaped version. With the symmetrical version, matching the spacebar. This is really the kind of stuff you get from our friend Matteo. Oh yeah, need a tab key here. Okay, how does this work? How did this work? I can't remember how the 1800 layout worked. Okay, let's look at some other caps and we'll figure it out. Oh yeah, let's check out the numpad first. Oh, that's something else. Yep, here we go. And one thing that must be, I don't know, like who puts these caps into Ziploc bags? Who does that? Whose job is it to put single caps into these tiny Ziploc bags? That has got to be the most insane job ever. Oh yeah, since I went with the spherical bottom row. Ooh, don't give me that. I will not do the profiled zero down here. Another escape. Oh yeah, for standalone numpads. I'm not going to put the empty mini bags in there. Definitely going to be using this one. Are we? Oh no, don't tell me they messed up my order and confused. 7. Is this a 9? Could be. I think there must be a homing 5, or is the 5 always homing? Okay, well hopefully. Yeah, I think it's default homing. Oh! Yeah, now that I look at it, I realize that I have been a little wrong here. Okay, much better looking. Okay, let me... Whoops. I don't understand who actually watches this video once I get into the building mode. This must be so boring. Like at the point where I put the keycaps on. Oh, okay, now I remember. Yep, there we go. Okay, I want print screen up here. Those two go back into their baskets. Okay, now I'm really curious. Some of these keycaps have a really tight fit. Oh, almost missed that one. That's a good old ISO shift. What else do we have? Yep. Gonna finish that numpad up here. Numlock. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that should be it. I'm not gonna start with the fancy accents yet. I might do them later. Well, except for the escape key, of course. Okay. Next, I'm going to be looking at some caps from the Windkeeler's bag. Again, individually packed. Like, these guys are crazy. Okay, here we go. Nice. Yeah. I just need the 1.5 unit control and the 1.5 unit alt in the flat variant. Control. Alt. Here we go. Okay, that should be it. That's the Windkeeler's button with the Windkey. The Windkeeler's kit. So you pretty much get like 2 sets of modifiers in all the modifier kits because of the two alternative profiles for bottom row. That's really something. Ah, okay. There's one with novelties here, and there's one with extra mods. Where is it? It's a vendor kit, no. Extra beige mods. Ah, here we go. Okay. These should do it. We're not quite ready for the international kit yet. Oh, there's one that we're definitely gonna need. And I'm looking for this one. What else do we need? Oh yeah. The modifiers for the for the 1800 position. I don't think. I think I'm just going to use them from the normal mod kit. Yeah, I don't think there's a better way to do this. Let's check if the... Yeah, I think there's really a limit to which keys will be supplied here. I'll just be putting these here. Maybe we're gonna swap them for some for something nicer when I look at the novelties. Oh, back to the numpad. I forgot the dot down here. Damn. Really haven't deserved that. Numpad. Here we go. The flat dot. There we go. Okay, at least we nailed this part of the keyboard now. I think it's time for the international kit now. And I think I already know that I got the bold legends. I don't think we have any tertiary legends here, so we're just going to be using these normal legends. Nope, that doesn't make sense. Oh, that makes sense though. That's a typical German keycap. Oh, these extra Ziploc bags really, they drive me nuts. That's crazy. I sincerely hope that Massdrop is going to make this good again. These bold international kits, you can tell even with the numeral caps that they are in a thicker font than the rest of the keyboard. So far I heard that these will be remanufactured, and we are going to get fixed caps for those. Oops. Let's look at it positively. This is a nice way to illustrate which caps are part of an international kit and which caps come with a standard ANSI set. I think this is quite a large international kit. I think it's more than just the generic Nordic kit. Might be some, I'm not sure, might be some Italian in there as well. Or is it just the Nordic kit? I'm not sure. I don't want to make promises here that don't want to create false hope here, but I'm seeing some keycaps here that I am not too familiar with from my Nordic kits. So far I've mostly focused on the Nordic layouts. Oh yeah, we've got the El Nino here. No, I missed one cap. Which one is it? I missed my favorite cap, the plus asterisk cap. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's missing the third legend, and that's why I didn't recognize it going through the caps like that. Yep, that's what's left of an international kit, including El Nino, after I've taken the German caps out. Whew, we're done. Okay, do we want to sport some novelties? Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me check something. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm looking at the kits now. Extra mods. No. Okay, where do we have the novelties? International. Oh, German, Danish, Spanish, Finnish, Italian, Norwegian and Swedish. Okay, so we've got Italian and Espanol in there. Pretty cute. Okay, novelties. What are the novelties? Shit, that's pretty cute. Let me check how many novelties I got. Oh, thank God, I got 2 of them. Okay, because we are going to fix this part here. Oh, you don't know how good this feels. I'm so happy. Thanks, Matteo, for helping me get the right caps up here. This would really ruin a keyboard in a very nice profile. Oh yeah. These one too. Okay. we have row 1 page down. It's going here. We have a row 1 del. Oh no, that's the row 0 del. That's a bit too much. Here's the row 1 del. That's so cute. Oh my god, this is going to look so good. Cute. Page break, scroll lock, home. Oh, there we go. That is a row 0. A row 0 home. That's a row 0 page down. Row 0 page up. Very nice. Oh my god. Yes. I think you have to be really deep into keyboards to appreciate the crazy caps that we are getting in this keyboard kit. We've got a row 0 insert here, and now we just need a row 1 end key. Okay, what else do we need? Oh no, wait. Row 0 print screen. Do we have a row? What else do we have? Do we have something? Looking for a crazy kid here. Novelties. Scroll lock. We got a scroll lock. Oh yeah, and a page break. That is so cute. Yeah, we can leave these keys over here. We don't need these at all. And here we have a print screen, row 0. Then we have a page break. A page break. Page break row 1, and what we need now is a scroll lock row 1. You're such a hero. Whoops. Okay, let me check something. Jum. Oh no. Oh. Okay, I'm probably not the first to find this out. The German kid is messed up. This key is row 1, what it is supposed to be row 2. God damn it, I thought you had that figured out. But that's the problem you have. With these amazing international kits for rowless profiles like Granite, you then get into trouble with this kind of stuff. Ah, damn it. It hurts a little. Okay, I really pray that somehow Mastropis can make this up. Okay, let me check the kits again. Yeah, you can clearly see it here. Let me give it a shot if I can. Maybe you can see it here. That's row 2. Oh! No! I'm such an idiot. I am so sorry. Everything's alright. I just picked the wrong cap. This isn't even the right cap. I should be so ashamed. Okay, I'm taking everything back. I picked the wrong cap. Putting this one back. I'm even putting it back into the Ziploc bag. Where is the right cap? Here it is. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. I need a plus and an asterisk. Is the cap missing? Let me check the kits again. Plus. And the little star. It's not like this is my only international kit. What did I say? A plus and a star. It's got to look like this. Oh, wait. It's got to look like this. Plus, star. There we go. Seems like it's missing in my other international kit. It's also not one of it's not in one of the caps that I threw back there. So, okay. Now we're at the point where this is starting to look pretty nice. I think I owe it to all of you to end the stream now and say thank you very much for those who actually been watching this stream. It has been a great pleasure doing the stream once again, and I am very happy with how this keyboard turned out. This is an amazing keyboard, and it was a pleasure to build. How the different keycaps resonate. These huge row 0 keycaps. I really enjoy them though. Something's wrong with the spacebar though. I think the switch might have popped open or something like that. I'm gonna fix that later. I'm not gonna make this part of the stream. Yeah, so let's just say thanks very much for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed the stream, even though this has been a very lazy stream and I've really taken my time putting these keycaps on. For those who feel like I do, it was really worth it. I mean, I still have to live with the bold legends in the international kit. I heard that this is also affecting a couple of other kits, like the Kolvrag Dvormark kit and stuff. So I'm hoping Mastrop will make this right. I'm currently just assuming that they will, because they've done so in the past with things like that happening. I am amazed by the attention to detail we see in this kit, with these keycaps. Matteo has really nailed it. The profile, like the kit content is absolutely flawless. He's got this layout covered perfectly, even though this is not a very it is a classic layout, but it's not very common for custom keyboards. There's not too many custom keyboards in the 1800 layout. There's a couple of keyboards in the compact layout, which is pretty much this layout, where this row is just moved one down, and this kind of changes everything for the numpad cluster here. But he's got it covered natively, fully, which is really amazing. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about it, except for a couple of bold legends. Other than that, I don't know. I'm not too anal about the alignment of legends, and otherwise they look pretty consistent. I think the shift arrows, they kind of fall out. The shift arrows should be closer to the other arrows. Like all these arrows are like a little dash with a solid arrowhead, and the shift arrows are rather thinly drawn. And they kind of fall out. That's the only thing that I can think of if I had to say something critical about this keycap set. Yeah, thanks very much for spending the night with me. Bye bye.